Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. Last week, we created Cleo's yard and decorated the beach in front of her yard. So if you missed it or want to check it out, I'll leave a link to that video in the time cards on top. I also created a poll on my community tab asking you guys to vote on what you would like to see for today's video, and the majority of you voted for me to redo my under the sea castle. Here is how my castle looked before I tore it down. I have a video up on my channel if you're interested to see how this build was created. I absolutely love her, but I felt like it wasn't mermaid enough for me, so that's why we are going to redo it today. So if you want to see how I went from this to this, then keep on watching. Here is where I will be building the castle. It is a large area, but we aren't going to be doing a lot of terraforming. The only thing that I'm going to be creating is a land bridge to connect the castle to the rest of my island. I'm going to be placing my house all the way up here, which I will be adding my very last staircase here, which is insane that I used up already 9 staircases and 10 bridges. But yeah, let's go ahead and start the build. I'm going to start creating a space for me to add the staircase. Then I'm going to place my house down before I start decorating, just to get those things out the way. I changed the outside of my house to this teal blue color, which matches so well with the castle items that I'm going to be placing. I love the doors so much. It looks so fancy and it goes so well with the theme that I'm going for. And it also matches the roof really well. Now that that's done, I'm going to work on the land bridge. I was thinking a lot on what I wanted to do for the entrance, and a land bridge came in mind, but I didn't want to create like a straight land bridge. I wanted it to look cool to walk through, kind of like a zigzag. So I ended up creating this S-shaped land bridge. Before I started terraforming, I drew it on a piece of paper so that I can reference it when I'm designing. So enjoy my little artwork. For the sides, I found this water path, which is so beautiful. I think you guys will die the minute you see it. I'll leave the code in the description below in case you want to download it for yourself. I love how it turned out, and you can definitely take this land bridge and place it anywhere on your island. So now we're going to start decorating the castle. I'm going to add the path on both sides and add some underwater items and some mermaids to make the castle look like it's underwater. I like the last castle build that I did, like the castle part, but the sand part was throwing me off every time I passed by, and I wanted to just redo it and do something different. But I also wanted to keep some of the parts that I did. I wanted to change up certain items and add the castle items and customize it in the blue color, because I always found that color to be so beautiful and I always wanted to use it but never had the chance to. While I was thinking about what to do for this build, that's when I came across the beautiful water path, which gave me the inspiration to go for a blue, pink, purple, pearly color scheme. And the path matches so well with the castle items, and it gave me an idea to create sunken areas on both sides. I actually had 2 ideas for this area. The first idea is the idea that I'm doing now, which is to add the path all over the sunken area parts. But my second idea was to create ponds here and add some of the mermaid items, but I ended up going for this one instead. I'll probably play around with the ponds and I'll show you guys what it looks like in a future video, and then you guys can decide which one you think looks better here. I personally think you can't go wrong with either one. I ended up using the path because I wanted to add a bunch of items on top, and if I were to add the ponds, it will kind of limit me from adding certain items. And also the path is just too beautiful that I just had to download it and use it. After this video, I literally only have 2 more larger sections left to decorate, and then I only have some small areas that I haven't had a chance to decorate, and then I have, of course, my beaches. So we're almost done with this island, which I'm super excited about, but I'm also really sad because I really love and enjoy decorating this island, which I haven't felt like this in a long time. I feel like when I do Fairycore islands, that's when I have the most inspiration to do builds. I did experiment though, and I started doing other island themes. I did Alice in Wonderland, which was more like a colorful island, Beauty and the Beast, which was also like a cottagecore island, and I don't know, I just really love Fairycore. So I might just continue to do like a Fairycore slash whichever theme for the next few islands. I did enjoy creating Disney theme islands, so I might include that in between the Fairycore islands that I will be doing. I do have a playlist on my channel where I transformed my house into iconic Disney princess movies, which I might bring back. I had a lot of fun rewatching watching the movies and recreating each iconic scene into each bedroom of my house. And I love seeing everything just come together. I did a few, so if you wanted to check it out, I'll leave the playlist and the time cards on top so you can check it out. But for my next island, we've already voted for Fairycore forest theme. And for that island, I'm thinking of going for a green and pink color. So I'm going to look through the list of villagers to see which green and pink villagers we should get on the island. I know for one, we're just gonna get this out the way. I'm going to always have Marshall. He is my favorite villager of all time. And if you've been following me for a long time, you know that Marshall has been on every single island that I've ever created. So I must have him. But for the second villager that I really want that I didn't get a chance to get is Peanut. And the other one I really want, which some of you might be like, huh? But I really want Murphy. I don't know. There's something about him that he's just so cute. And I have a soft spot for cubbies. I know he's a cranky villager, but I feel like I can change him and make him nice again. Oh, and I want Lyman too. I haven't had a koala on my island at all, and I just think he's cute as well. But those are some of the villagers that I want on my island. If you have any suggestions on villagers or even some builds that you want me to recreate, let me know in the comments. I'm going to write all of the suggestions down that you guys have. Speaking of suggestions, I will be creating another poll on my community tab. I do this like every week up until I don't have anything else to decorate on my island. And I also love engaging with you guys and having you guys be a part of the decorating process. So the three options are going to be small spaces, small beach builds, and I'm thinking about adding a rock garden. I feel like I've filled up enough space on my island so that I can start creating the rock garden. So I'm going to try to do it. If I don't do the rock garden, I'm probably going to add a second home. The other space that's on the other side of my island is pretty big, and I don't know what else to put there. And I feel like adding a second home would be a good idea, but I don't know. You guys let me know if I should add a second home or if I should just keep the home that I have. Also, I forgot to say this, but in my last video, I did mention that I'm going to start doing island tours again. And I'm also going to start this new thing that I saw Froggycrossing do, which is to help her subscribers fix up sections of their island. And I want to do that for you guys. I created 2 forms, so if you guys want to go ahead and fill them out, I'll leave them in the description below. I will probably be doing those once or twice a month, so stay tuned for that. And I can't wait to start visiting your islands again and help you guys as well. But yeah, we're almost done with the builds. I'm just going to transform this top area and continue to add more of the castle items. Not really going to do a lot here because I don't have enough space to do much, but I'm going to create a small little space for myself so that I can hang out. Knowing my villagers though, they'll probably end up here, coming over here and bothering me over here. They always find a way to get to certain parts of my island. I'm just like, how did you get here? But I must say, I am loving the pearl colors and the pink, blue, purple all together. It's giving so much mermaid paradise and I'm so here for it. And I'm excited that this is my house. I wish this was my house in real life. That would be really nice, but I'll live through my character. I did want to mention this too because I know somebody is probably curious. I did try to add the underwater path all over the top area where my house is, and I quickly removed it because I did not like how it looked. For some reason, I like it in the sunken area parts, but here it looked terrible. So I scratched that idea and ended up just adding the magical stone path instead. What really bothered me the most about this build is the fact that our houses are one space wider than our villager homes, so it just looks off. I just kept it the way that it is because I did try moving it to the left a little bit and it just looked weird no matter how I moved it. And trust me, I've time traveled so many times just to see which side looks better, and no matter which side I pick, they both look terrible, so it's just gonna stay like that. But yeah, I'm just going to add the final touches, the final little custom design pieces to this little area, and then I'm going to head over to my small little secret area for myself, and I'm just going to decorate it a little bit with a mush lamp, a mermaid sofa. If you know, you know. So here's how the entire castle build looks. I got up on this cliff so that I can give you guys the best view possible, and I'm obsessed with this. I love how everything came out. I'm going to create a cliff so that when I do drop my dream address and you guys come visit, you could have the same view. Here is a close-up of the walkway. I am super obsessed with it. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to be, and I added some vines against the cliff, which made it look so much better. And here's how the front of the entrance looks before you head up to my house. Here is how the left side of the underwater sunken area looks, and here's how the right side looks. Here is how my house looks. It's a bit crowded, but I don't mind it. And here is the small little area that I created for myself. I did put my mailbox here so that it'll be easier for me to get my mail. And it also looks super cute here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. Love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!